I'm Max Joseph, and what I'm going to talk about right now is your Tier 1 survival kit. This means what's on your actual body, where if you have to dump your rucksack and dump your secondary tier equipment, you still have this on your body. If I had my full uniform on, what I would have actually in my pockets, in addition to this pouch, would be my sheath knife on my side, my handgun magazines if I was carrying those, and also my map, compass, and flashlight in my pockets. But this would go in my right cargo pocket, my Maxpedition Mini Pocket Organizer. And the contents are as follows. We have several essentials for a proper Tier 1 survival kit. Number 1, signaling. Number 2, water gathering. Number 3, food gathering. Number 4, shelter making. Number 5 is fire making. So in this kit right here, I have as follows. Number 1, for my signaling, I have my signal mirror. And notice how most of this equipment is all dummy corded in. Same with the equipment that'd be on my body, my compass, etc. Those are life support gear in my opinion. So they would be tied into me with 550 cord or using a lanyard that comes with that piece of equipment. So this is my signal mirror for signaling. Okay, a proper military signal mirror has a sight hole here. So how I get this thing oriented is I would hold my hand up and I get the reflection in my offhand where I could see that. At that time, I would then co-witness my eyeball with my sight, and now I have a visible aiming point. I would then move my mirror and hit whatever desired target that I needed to hit. My fire making capability, I have both a Swiss steel here, and I also have waterproof lifeboat matches inside of a crush-proof, waterproof metal container. Some of the things I've carried in the past are lifeboat matches, magnesium blocks. This is called a fire steel. And the concept of the fire steel is that on one side of this I have magnesium, on the other side I have a flint rod. I'm going to remove fine shavings of my magnesium block, about the size of a nickel or a dime. At that time I'm going to turn my rod over, and using my flint rod and my striker tool now, I will generate the sparks, which will kick off my magnesium and in turn light my kindling. For shelter making, we've got a wire saw here for cutting limbs and cutting other foliage. Never go anywhere without your 550 cord. Also have rigger's tape on the outside of this pouch right here, which is conveniently wrapped around a credit card, because rigger's tape and 550 cord are the two main essentials. Hey, there's an old saying from the military that says, if it can't be fixed with rigger's tape or 550 cord, it can't be fixed at all. So carrying around your rigger's tape, you have a lot of options here as far as traveling with this stuff. Some guys will wrap it around their camouflage paint sticks. Some guys will wrap it around the handle of their flashlight. I've set this up more for like traveling overseas, where I have it in my carry-on bag or on my body, where I've just used an old credit card or an old room key from a hotel and wrapped it around here. This gives me about 8 or 9 feet of rigger's tape, which comes in very handy sometimes for clothing repairs, for doing emergency battle dressings if I needed to, etc., etc. But this is a pretty good option as far as carrying this, because it gives a nice slim profile, and I can just carry this thing right in my shirt pocket. With your parachute 550 cord, it's called that because the tensile strength of this is 550 pounds. We use this for shelter construction, for lashing our gear, multitude of other purposes. If you have one piece of 550 cord, if you perform what's called gutting it, where I take out the internal strands here, I have 7 internal gut strands, and then my outer shell gives me actually 8 pieces of cordage now for whatever it is I need to perform. In here, as far as water gathering, we've got condoms. These be placed inside of a sock to scoop water out of a stream. They can also be used for waterproofing your cell phone or waterproofing your radio handset. And then lastly, I have foil here, which can be used for boiling water or cooking small chow if you're fortunate enough to catch anything like that, but hopefully you won't be out there that long. So in conclusion, I find the Maxpedition Mini Pocket Organizer perfect for carrying my Tier 1 kit on my body. As you can see, it contains everything here, and it fits comfortably and lays flat against my pocket. Also, the elastic straps on the inside and the external pouches on the outside allow me to organize all my stuff where I know where it is, even at night when I can't see it. All right, so thank you for watching this short video. My name is Max Joseph, and stand by for more tips here in the future.